A look back at the life, career of Johnny Gaudreau, Columbus Blue Jackets forward killed in bike crash. Columbus Blue Jackets player Johnny Gaudreau died Thursday night following a biking crash in New Jersey. A left-winger for the Blue Jackets, he is perhaps best remembered locally as bringing fresh excitement to Ohio's hockey scene when he joined the team in 2022. Here is a look back at the star player's life. Johnny Michael Gaudreau was born in Salem, New Jersey, on August 13, 1993. His brother, who also perished in the crash, Matthew Gaudreau, was born a little over a year later on December 5, 1994. The two Gaudreau brothers were born into a family that was very familiar and fond of the sport of hockey. With both playing the sport in their youth, it's almost the stuff of legend now, reads Johnny Gaudreau's bio on the NHL's website. Gaudreau growing up learning to skate by tracking a trail of Skittles candy on the ice inside Holidell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey, the rink where his father, Guy, was serving as hockey director. Johnny Gaudreau made his minor league debut with the Dubuque Fighting Saints in the 2010-11 season as a teenager, where he would also later go on to play in the 2011 United States Hockey League All-Star Game. He would also help his team to win the Clark Cup, the equivalent of the Stanley Cup in the minor league. Johnny Gaudreau, who was still a high school student when he joined the team, would go on to graduate from nearby Dubuque Senior High School. He then attended Boston College, where he played as a forward for 3 years between 2011 and 2014. Matthew Gaudreau would also play for the same college team between 2013 and 2017. The brothers' time on the team would overlap in the 2013-14 season. At 5 feet, 9 inches each, the two Gaudreau brothers were shorter than most ice hockey players, but still made their impact on the rink felt, with Boston College achieving overwhelming winning records each of the seasons that the two played. In 2014, his final year as a student, Johnny Gaudreau won the Hobey Baker Award, which is given to the National Collegiate Athletic Association's top ice hockey player. On the very same day, on April 11, he signed a deal to join the Calgary Flames. Just 2 days later, Johnny Gaudreau would make his major league debut on April 13, scoring the Flames' lone goal of the game in their loss to the Vancouver Canucks in the team's very last game of the season. In the years afterward, Johnny Gaudreau would quickly go on to become one of the Flames' star players, frequently leading the team with the most goals scored and assists throughout several of his 9 seasons with the team. According to the NHL, during his final season with the Flames, Gaudreau scored 100 points in a season for the first time in his NHL career when the Flames defeated the Seattle Kraken 5-3 on April 13. 2022, he became the 11th different United States-born player in NHL history to score at least 100 points and second since Patrick Kane for the Chicago Blackhawks. He finished with 115 points, the second most by a United States-born player in one season behind Pat LaFontaine in 1992-93. Meanwhile, during the same time period, Johnny Gaudreau's younger brother Matthew had established himself in hockey's minor league teams, playing for 4 different teams throughout the late 2010s and early 2020s. Unlike his older brother, Matthew Gaudreau never played in the NHL, opting instead to retire as a player in 2022 and coach hockey for the Philadelphia Rebels, a minor league team, and his high school alma mater, Gloucester Catholic High School. For the 2022-23 season, the elder Gaudreau chose not to resign his contract with the Flames, opting instead to move to the Columbus Blue Jackets, in the process taking a pay cut from what the Flames had offered him in order to be closer to his family. The gain of Gaudreau was a huge deal for the Blue Jackets. The team has for a long time struggled to establish themselves as a force to reckon with in the highly competitive world of the NHL since their founding in 2000. They have never advanced beyond the quarterfinals in a Stanley Cup tournament, and the majority of the time have not had a successful enough regular season to even qualify for the tournament. While Johnny Gaudreau struggled to reverse this trend of bad luck in his time with the team, the Blue Jackets did not qualify for the Stanley Cup playoffs in either of his 2 seasons. He appeared very content with his decision in press interviews. "I don't have any second thoughts," Johnny Gaudreau said in an interview with the New York Times in 2023. "I love it here. Obviously, it's a tough start to the season for our team, but I just did an interview with ESPN, where I said I wouldn't change my decision for the world. I love it here. During Johnny Gaudreau's 10 full seasons with the NHL, his first season he only played one game. Gaudreau was named to the All-Star game 7 different times. However, at age 31, Johnny Gaudreau's life and career were suddenly cut short earlier this week. Johnny Gaudreau died on August 29, just a little over a month away from the start of his third season with the Blue Jackets. Johnny Gaudreau was biking his brother Matthew in his home state of New Jersey the day when the two were hit by an SUV. Their sister was set to get married the very next day. Sean Higgins, 43, is being charged with 2 counts of vehicular homicide in relation to their deaths. Johnny Gaudreau leaves behind a wife and 2 young children. His widow posted several photos of the family together on Instagram Saturday. "The absolute best dad in the world," the caption of one such image said. "So caring and loving. The best partner to go through parenthood with. John never missed a single appointment. Was the best at putting the baby to sleep and the apple of Noah's eye. I love how much she looks like him. We are going to make you proud. We love you so much, Daddy." Meanwhile, Matthew Gaudreau and his wife were set to welcome their first child into the world in December. A GoFundMe page for Matthew Gaudreau's widow and their unborn child, Trip, has already accumulated over $482,000 as of Sunday. The feeling of loss has been felt throughout the entirety of the sports community. While the NHL is in the off-season right now, several Major League Baseball teams across the country this week have been quick to honor Gaudreau's passing with moments of silence and remembrance held at the ballparks of the Cincinnati Reds, Cleveland Guardians, Philadelphia Phillies, New York Yankees and Los Angeles Angels. Major League Soccer's Columbus Crew also did the same. NHL star Johnny Gaudreau killed hours before sister's wedding. NHL superstar Johnny Gaudreau and his little brother, Matthew, died just hours before their sister was set to get married. Katie Gaudreau and Devin Joyce were scheduled to tie the knot at a ceremony at 1:45 p.m. on Friday at a church in New Jersey. According to Katie's Instagram page, the couple had actually rehearsed the event on Thursday night, just before the Gaudreau brothers were tragically killed. Katie and Devin's registry showed Johnny and Matthew were both slated to be groomsmen. Johnny's children were listed as the wedding's flower girl and ring bearer. Johnny's wife and other sister, meanwhile, were named one of the maids of honor. It's not clear yet if the nuptials have been postponed. We've reached out to church officials for comment, but haven't heard back. As we previously reported, Johnny, the Columbus Blue Jackets' best player, and Matthew were riding bicycles at 8:19 p.m. in Oldmans Township when an alleged drunk driver struck them from behind. Cops say the two sustained serious injuries and died at the scene. Police added the driver, Sean Higgins, was arrested on 2 counts of death by auto for his role in the crash. Johnny was 31 years old. Matthew was just 29. Matthew Gaudreau's wife Madeleine is pregnant with their first child amid his sudden death. Madeleine Gaudreau, the wife of Matthew Gaudreau, who was tragically killed while biking on Thursday, August 29 alongside his brother Johnny, is pregnant with the couple's first child. A baby registry in Madeleine and Matthew's names lists a due date as December 31, 2024, and in a group photo from Katie Gaudreau's bachelorette weekend shared on August 4 appears to show Madeleine clutching a baby bump. A verified GoFundMe page was set up on Friday, August 30 to support Madeleine and the baby, whose name will be Trip. We are heartbroken to share the devastating news that the Gaudreau family has experienced a tragic and unfathomable loss. On August 29, 2024, a car accident took the lives of Matthew and his brother John. The GoFundMe page says, "In this unimaginably difficult time, we are coming together to support Matthew's wife, Madeleine, and their growing baby Trip, and help alleviate some of the financial burdens they now face. Your support will allow them the time to take off work to grieve and heal as a family. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what People has to offer, from juicy celebrity news to compelling human interest stories." Additionally, the statement from the brothers' uncle Jim Gaudreau provided to WBZ TV reporter Dan Roche says the family is mourning the loss of 2 fathers. "Last night we lost 2 husbands, 2 fathers, 2 sons, 2 brothers, 2 sons and brothers-in-law, 2 nephews, 2 cousins, 2 family members, 2 teammates, 2 friends, but truly 2 amazing humans," the family's statement, provided by Jim, said. "We want to let everyone know we are receiving your messages of love and support, and we appreciate your continued thoughts and prayers. We ask for your continued respect and privacy during this very difficult period of grief," the statement continued. Matthew and Johnny, who played professional hockey for the Columbus Blue Jackets, were killed around 8 p.m. on Thursday evening in New Jersey when a driver suspected of being under the influence of alcohol fatally hit both brothers. New Jersey State Police told People, Sean M. Higgins was identified as the driver by authorities. Higgins was arrested and charged with 2 counts of death by auto, according to police. Johnny is survived by his wife, Meredith, and their 2 children, daughter Noah, who turns 2 in October, and son Johnny, 7 months. Columbus Blue Jackets Johnny Gaudreau and wife Meredith Gaudreau's relationship timeline. Johnny Gaudreau and his wife, Meredith Gaudreau, were married for 3 years before his untimely death. Meredith was Johnny's #1 fan on the ice as he played for the Columbus Blue Jackets. "Last game of the season tonight. Love our guy so much, Blue Heart Red Heart," she wrote via Instagram in April 2024 alongside a photo of the couple with daughter Noah and son Johnny. 4 months later, news broke on August 30, 2024, that the NHL player had died in a biking accident in New Jersey alongside his brother, Matthew. The Columbus Blue Jackets are shocked and devastated by this unimaginable tragedy. The Ohio hockey team said in a statement at the time. Johnny was not only a great hockey player, but more significantly a loving father, son, brother, and friend. The message continued, "We extend our heartfelt sympathies to his wife, Meredith, his children Noah and Johnny, his parents, their family and friends on the sudden death of Johnny and Matthew." The Gaudreau brothers were in NJ for their sister Katie's wedding, which was scheduled for August 31, 2024. Keep scrolling to revisit Johnny and Meredith's love story. 2018, Johnny and Meredith met in New Jersey, where he lived in the NHL off-season. February 2020, Johnny and Meredith made their social media debut in February. Meredith, a registered nurse, shared photos from the pair's visit to Canada's Lake Louise via Instagram, captioning it with a snowflake and Canadian flag emoji. At the time, Johnny played hockey for the Calgary Flames. September 2020, Johnny proposed the following September at the Avalon Jetty in New Jersey, "Forever and ever. We're getting married. I love you so much, John Whiteheart," Meredith wrote via Instagram. September 2021, shortly before the couple's wedding, Johnny could hardly stand to be away from Meredith for the duration of his bachelor party. "One of my favorite memories was John sneaking out of his own bachelor party and showing up to my parents' house to be with Meredith." Meredith's sister, Lily Morris, wrote via Instagram story in August 2024. "A small glimpse into how much he loves my sister." Meredith reposted her sibling's message, penned in honor of Johnny's death, to reveal that Johnny did this 3 different times during the party. The couple got married in September, with Johnny captioning wedding photos, "What a weekend. Very lucky. White heart black heart." September 2022, shortly after Johnny signed with the Blue Jackets, the pair became parents for the first time. Daughter Noah Harper was born on September 30 with a ton of black hair, according to Meredith's Instagram announcement. February 2024, the couple's son, Johnny Edward, was born 2 years later on February 22. "Love you at John Gaudreau 03, 2 life here we come smiling face with hearts," Meredith quipped via Instagram. 1 month later, baby Johnny went to his first Blue Jackets game with Meredith and Noah. August 2024, news broke that Johnny and his brother Matthew died at the respective ages of 31 and 29. They were struck and killed while biking in Oldmans Township, New Jersey. Johnny played the game with great joy, which was felt by everyone that saw him on the ice, a statement from the Blue Jackets read. "He brought a genuine love for hockey with him everywhere he played, from Boston College to the Calgary Flames to Team USA to the Blue Jackets. We will miss him terribly and do everything that we can to support his family and each other through this tragedy. At this time, we ask for prayers for the Gaudreau family and that their privacy be respected as they grieve." Meredith broke her silence several hours later, sharing heartfelt tributes via Instagram. Thank you for the best years of my life. Despite losing you, I am still the luckiest girl in the world to have been yours. I love you so much, she wrote on August 31st. You were perfect. Some days it felt too good to be true. I love every single thing about you. You are my forever and I can't wait to be with you again. I love you so much forever and ever. In a second message, Meredith praised Johnny as the absolute best dad, adding, "You were so caring and loving. The best partner to go through parenthood with. John never missed a single appointment. Was the best at putting the baby to sleep and the apple of Noah's eye. I love how much she looks like him. We are going to make you proud. We love you so much, Daddy."